Hello, 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 and welcome into the Hourglass. We are wrapping up Cancer season, heading into fiery and passionate Leo energy. So, I just wanted to bring a different style of the twin flame journey. Now, I have a few things to talk about, so I'm going to kind of breeze through kind of opt out of the introduction on what a twin flame dynamic truly is, and I'm going to show you guys some things I have been investing in when it comes to tools here on the Hourglass. So I went and copped this lover's candle. It's for the lovers. So this is basically a reading for the lovers, all right? So if you're not part of the lovers, and this could be lovers, lovers of life, lovers of self, of healing others, and all of that fancy stuff. I'm going to light my candles because I forgot. And I try to stay as natural as possible. So I work with matches instead of lighters, but you know what? Whatever fire made you have, cool, right? So I'm going to light the lover's candle, and I usually have a lover's prayer, and this could be Psalms, this could be Proverbs, this could be anything that, brings a lot of comfort to you. So I'm going to read one of those, and I'm going to be burning some cinnamon. These are more tools that I work with. This is cinnamon. I love cinnamon. We have a little bit of sunflower petals dried out and of course some shells. Ew. So I'm going to be burning the cinnamon. I try to keep incense down because I don't want them to hurt my plant pets or my plant family. You know what I'm saying? But this is a card that I shuffle. So I was basically studying here at my breakfast table, and this very beautiful intuitive nudges card dropped out. I wanted to check the vibes on the twin flame. So basically twin flame is all about divinity. It's all about finding yourself through unconditional love, being pulled back to the Most High, rebuilding or strengthening the connection you have with your creator, divine source, whomever you resonate with. So I'm going to read, I found this beautiful prayer or meditation from Psalms, the book of Psalms. Some of you may be very familiar with it, but it reads, and it's dedicated to the lovers energy. All right, the twin flame community. It reads, I pray this prayer as others do. May the love of God abide with you. Wherever you stay, wherever you go, make the love of God within you grow. Through days of labor and nights of rest, the love of God will make you blessed. So I pray to you as others do, may the love of God abide with you. And, this could be when you're feeling weak or you're feeling unloved or you just feel alone, overwhelmed with life. Prayers that invoke that lover's energy, music, books, movies, all of that has a lot of influence on your emotions, all right? So if you're hanging around people that does not vibrate in that energy, guess what's going to happen to you? You're going to have tension. Ooh, I burned myself, you guys. My candle was leaning there, but it is what it is. A little painting or hurt, right? Wax burns, some of you are like, Anyway, so what else do I want to touch on? So let's talk about this card. I do have some new cards on my manifestation station. So that's my station where the magic happens. So I have 3 different cards on that, and it talks about the Queen of Swords, and we have persuasion in the Egyptian tablets, but in regular or traditional tarot, that's the strength card. Very, very appropriate for the Libra season that's coming forward towards us, or we are, dancing towards that Leo season. So let's talk about it. So I was shuffling. I have my notes here. I'm a scribe. Some of you already know. Welcome to the Hourglass. If you are new, I am a scribe. I scribe every day. I pick up a lot of different channeling and messages, whether it's coming through lights, numbers, colors, what have you, birds as well, nature, love it, all of it, right? So let's talk about it. So I'm shuffling the deck. And I'm here kind of like contemplating, should I pull through on my channel? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what? I had a lot of uneasiness last night. And when I woke up, I was hearing like a lot of like R&B music. I heard that old throwback Candy Rain. Some of you may know, some of you may not know. Maybe you weren't born in that time or you just missed it. But it's like, you know, I had loved that stuff. I love Immature when Immature was immature, right? So that lover's energy, that wanting, and that Cancer energy with the season and the Venus, it kind of emphasize, or it has like this encouraging vibe to kind of sort out your love nest, your love foundation. And that's not with just only, you know, your partner or your relationship, whatever, but that's within yourself. How is your love nest inside of you put together? Does it need to be revamped? Does it need to be maintained? So this love nest or this love foundation, the home within, is what I felt. You know, if I'm not in that lover's energy when it comes to loving myself, I can't love you like that. I don't have it to give. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know where to start. All right. So some of us crave for it, but we just don't know how to get there. And because we don't know, it's kind of like a put off. You know what I'm saying? Or it's like a procrastination. But anyway, I'm like, let's see what the twin flame dynamic or the twin flamers. Oh, that reminds me. So as I said, I work with a lot of matches. And one day, as I was thinking about the twin flame community and the divine masculine, the divine feminines out there that's really pushing through because they believe in love. There's love that and joy. Those are two very powerful motivators. So I was going to light a candle, you know, getting ready to kind of study and get with myself. And this I call it a double head match fell out. Some of you may have seen this before because I did introduce this tool before. And by the way, I feel better. My nose is not stuffy today. Anyway, so this double-headed match fell out and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the divine masculine. This is the divine feminine connected with that same signature or that same frequency in the conscientiousness. Then it reminds me of when you elevate to love and awakeness and enlightenment and awareness, you have like that Christ-like consciousness. And that's also pulled through from loving yourself, that lover's frequency. So this is the twin flame match. I am never going to like this. I'm not going to say never because it's going to have a time when I'm going to be called to do that. But today's not that day. So I just wanted to share with you guys that tool. And I said, cooking with some cinnamon and I have my, sunflower petals to remind me to stand bold in that uniqueness, that yellow, that creativity, face the sun or the sun within you. So anyway, I'm running off of the mouth, you guys. Intuitive nudges from my twin flamers. I'm also hearing twin flame leaders or coaches may be present, or that's what you're being called to. That may be some sort of pulled. Somebody's pulled to be a twin flame leader or some sort of organizer. Maybe this is a group. Okay, so I'm getting that the twin flame community is merging together. So we're finding a lot of twin flamers, or we're finding people that have reached a level in the twin flame journey dynamic that they have understood what it means to love someone and let them go so they could do their healing. Some of you are at that point where you're learning to let go your divine masculine, your divine feminine, because you're seeing, hey, you know what? I'm not as ready as I was pushing for, as I thought I was when I was pushing my twin flame partner. And you notice the matches, it's the flame. You get what I'm saying? So the flame, with this intuitive nudges, this is the language of your soul, my lovers. The lovers in the house, you know who my voice has just touched you. The lovers in the house, intuition is the language of your soul. So I'm going to read it. Intuition is the language of your soul. We are all born aware with a profound sense of inner knowing. Intuition is one of the greatest gifts we possess, which keeps us connected to our higher self, the ethers, aka the universe, or to our divine spirit. You notice that big I? It's wide open. Some of you may have really beautiful ocean blue eyes. Some of you may have very penetrating eyes or watery eyes, meaning it's like when people, really communicate or they're talking to you, they're like drawn into your eyes. Some of you, it's very reflective. So when people are talking to you, they actually see themselves in your eyes. Ooh, I like that. So this card popping out for the twin flamers in the house. And snaps for yourself. Big up Uno self. Hail Uno self. Because not everybody could tap into the frequency of unconditional love. To love without judging. To love with acceptance. Compassionate energy. So this card's popping out for all of us today because Spirit, Divine Source, the Most High, this divine energy is requesting, or you're requesting an answer here and you're waiting to hear. Or you're waiting to get that confirmation, that sign, that synchronicity. But it's hidden, it's buried somewhere in your intuitiveness, in your intuitive knowing. The answer is already waiting for you. Listen to that natural intuition, a natural nudge. You were born intuitive, my loves. Everyone is. All right. So, with the layers of programmings or healings or, this is just with us. I'm talking with us first. You know what I'm saying? With one first before we could merge with another to become whole, another whole. All right. So listening and trusting this intuition, you will start to see the world differently, or you would start to see things that you never thought was possible. But it's happening. Be aware of your dreams, my loves. Be aware of the synchronistic signs, books, the people that you're listening to. Some of you are listening to budding spiritual leaders, but they're still battling with their demons. So, take everything with, you have to really put on your thinking caps. So if you're listening to very inspirational, moving leaders, you still have to think for yourself. You still have to be responsible. All right. So twin flamers, it's time to peel back those layers so you can feel, so you can sense, and you can know when the answers arrive. So answers is the big key word for me. So some of you may be tuning in. You may be new. Welcome in. You don't have to subscribe now. You could just, be in your mixed emotions or feelings about it. But I do have the pleasure of having your attention today. I'm trying not to put both hands in the screen because I hate that shit when I'm replaying the video. I'm like, oh, it's so distracted. So if you have, numbers keep reappearing, or a person's name, or you keep hearing a certain statement, trust that. Write it down. Examine it. You guys put a lot of attention examining other people's life, but what about being that thorough investigator for yourself? All right, so I spoke on the loveness. I talked about the lover's prayer. And again, you could say those affirmations, those meditation when you're feeling unloved, when you just want to pour blessings or pour protection over your happy, thriving home. Psalms 33. And I found that very synchronistic because Psalms 33 has a lot to do with healing, feeling unloved. But 33, some of you may know, my numerology freaks out here. My teachers, very passionate about number messages as well. That communication, that's the ability to manifest and create. That's heightening. That's that Christ-like consciousness. So when you speak affirmation or you speak prayers or you're just vibes in with yourself, you're activating either the godlike energy or the Dark Lord's energy. So it really, it goes back down to you. Where are you vibrating from? Your light or your heaviness? Master numbers are showing up. So I wanted to see, through this work deck, this is the deck I use when it comes to financial readings, but I want to kind of merge it with the twin flame dynamic. What do we need to work on? Because, if we are dealing with people that are looking at life as a game and, it's a game to be played and, you got to be tested and So you have to have techniques and strategies. And I find if you treat relationships like how you would treat your business, integrity, honesty, transparency, you're really trying to sell a product that's guaranteed, unless you're not, and you're really fraudulent or a scammer, or you're just greedy. Anywho, all low vibrations, again, if you're vibrating, operating, going through life through those vibrations, you're gonna have evil entities feeding off of that. All right, so let's jump into the work deck. Mind, body, and control. Clear, simple answers for my twin flame community. So I wanted to kind of fall back a little from kind of tapping in or pulling on the divine masculine's energy, because we want them to kind of complete stuff, right? That's what we're pushing for that masculine energy to act, be decisive, follow through, complete, nailed it, execute it, I'm on it, checkmate, right? We want that type of masculine energy back on this new earth or this new level, right? So I'm falling back a little bit from the divine masculine, and I'm combining the twin flame. We're speaking as a group. We're speaking as one, instead of separating it, because I can't do divine feminine energy taps or untold stories. Some of you know the reason why my camera fails. It's just a red warning comes up on my screen, and I always take that as guidance. My guides are like, no, baby, that's not for you. That's not for you to do on your channel right now. So we're doing a twin flame as a merge energy, a whole, as a one. We're going to see clear, simple answers on what business technique or business strategy we could implement in the twin flame journey of ascension. We have respect, RESPCT, and we have overall energy transmutation. We have some science freaking here, you guys. I have 2 betas. I love beta fishes because they're extremely intelligent. I mean, I don't have to, but there are times when I feel the need to kind of be social with my fishes. So I have little games that we play. It's just 30 minutes. It's nothing like hardcore, hardcore gymnastics or shit like that. But it's like I need to stimulate my animals, my plants. I sing with them. I turn on like vibrational music for my plants. You know what I'm saying? Like orchestra or symphony music for my plants. But it's like a need. It's like a duty to stimulate the things around me. I don't know if that's that Libra, but I'm beginning to say I have 2 betas. One female, one male, both separate water boxes. Sci-Fi and Saber. And Saber is very sassy. She's extremely smart. I got her free from this special fish store I like to go to. I got it free from the purchases. I got a free female beta, Saber, very sassy. And she's very smart. So when she knows she's not going to be fed, she does not try to get my attention when I'm at my manifestation station. Sci-Fi, on the other hand, my male beta, I mean, he loves to dance. He loves to perform. He loves to flare. And he wants his treat. But Saber, when she sees like, oh, I'm not really paying attention to her, or I'm not going to that particular spot where I feed her because I have other fishes with her in our community water box. So she has a designated spot to get feed. So if I'm not at that spot, she not fucking with me. But I'm saying all that to say how different the masculine and feminine energies work, even in the animal life. It's crazy. But anyway, respect, RESPC RESPECT. I resist the urge to gossip. I opt instead to speak well of my colleagues. Yeah, sometimes they're the worst, and that's scratched out, less ideal, but that's their problem. So am I. And I would hope that they extend the same respect to me. I'm sorry. I'm kind of distracted because I'm looking at all the hearts in the little image. So let me tell you, in the twin flame dynamic, we need to have some respect. This celebrity gossip or gossiping with others in the comments, yeah, we probably mean well, but there's a problem there with overextending details or rumors. So we got to be careful that we're not kind of like attaching ourselves or getting involved in groups or I'm getting posts that are just pushing around rumors, things that are not true. All right. So we're trying to extend respect. So at the twin flame leaders, I'm talking to the twin flame leaders. You look like you have a responsibility. And some of you, you're being pulled to do this, to treat others with respect or lead a life of respect. You're the example. And there's a chance that you're showing others another road, not the high. I don't want to say the high road, but for some of you, you are taking the high road. You're learning that respect. You're learning to kind of cut things off, have that boundary, have that time limit. So a lot of us on the twin flame dynamic, we're learning this respect and we're seeing examples of disrespect in gossip fumes or comments or even the people in our natural world, in our physical world. So yeah, you want to extend the same respect by living by that same lifestyle. So that could be taken in the workplace as well. Some of my divine masculines, they are bosses, they're entrepreneurial in the makings, hey, and they want people to start respecting them for this new version of who they are, not who they once were. So they're no longer kind of participating in acts or behavior that pulls them back to that time frame. So for my divine masculines and my divine feminines, you're getting very decisive, and that's that masculine energy. Being very decisive and taking action and that decision is very masculine. All right. So we're starting to see that respect springing from the twin flame journey. So those leaders are going to be the one that takes the higher road, and it's usually less traffic there. Some of you may be reading the book The Road Less Traveled. Very, very good book. So some of you are onto some good reads. Pay attention to your reading that you're intaking as well. You don't want to be digesting laws and guidelines from frauds, people that are teaching you to have that fraud-like mentality, or to fake it till you make it, or to manipulate those people that are trying to manipulate you, playing that game. And it's also kind of changing you to live in that mindset or that lifestyle, or to do fraudulent shit. So we have transmutation. So some of you may have the ability, or this is what's happening in twin flame dynamic. Some of you have the ability to transmute negative, low vibrational feelings, behavior, thoughts, or temptations. You're beginning to be that alchemist, pull it apart, learn its making to rearrange it to a positive one or experience. Beautiful. I love it. So exercise it at all will. That's what that card is saying. I'm reading from the card now. So the next time someone frustrates, annoys, eats tuna too close to you or me, I will lean towards kindness, acceptance, rather than snobbiness and loathingness. But if they're also humming while eating that tuna, then all bets are off. So there are chances and bets that's being taken here. Risky behavior. And this could be calculated risk, or these are risks that we're being called to move on. Because if we're trusting these intuitive nudges and we have respect for ourselves, and we understand what does not feel good, we're not trying to change that anymore. We're accepting it, and we're living a life of respect. Oh, that's what floats your boat. Cool beans, but I gotta go. I gotta jet, my love. And it's like, oh, this and that. Who you think you are? You think you better than people? Oh, you can't cool with us no more. Oh, you heal now. Toxic. Whatever they're saying. Instead of letting it penetrate and feed on your lower energies, you're transmuting it. Some of you are like, these niggas, oh, I said the N-word again. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm getting carried away. No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? But even using those words should not penetrate. And even if they does, use your ability to transmute it. You know what I'm saying? Some of you may like tuna with grapes in it. Ew! Or eating tuna and salmon or even mackerel could bring some sort of protein here. So no more snobbiness. My twin flame leaders, some of your twin flame readers, tarot readers, oracles, mediums. And, if you're having a lot of, it feels like it's dismantling you, this twin flame journey, and listening to gossip or listening to fearmongers, choose these people wisely. Look at the filter and what they're filtering out of. All right, so let's keep going. I want to get some energy from the guardians, the orishas, archangels, the energy that's presiding, that's governing, that's ruling, that's protecting the twin flame energy. Let's see what deck I'm going to pick. Is that so much? Let's go with this one. Oh no, this is the deck I chose first. Okay, so we have Embrace the Moment. I did not look at the bottom of the deck because I just paused. I was sitting here and I was like, let me see what's going on with my twin flame gang. I mean, and we have a lot of us that are still in separation, but we're enjoying life. We're enjoying the lessons now. We're enjoying and who we're molding out. We're coming out of one mold and moving out into another mold. Some of us are embracing this separation, and not because we're like, oh, we can't get somebody out there or we can't move on. Nah, is that we know what these intuitive nudges mean, and we respect it, and we're transmuting any sense of desperation or any type of doubts. Because let me tell you, if this is an equally yoked twin flame, the Most High recognize you guys as divine love, that twin energy, that fire, that ray that could take clear light and transmute it into different colors. So it says, embrace this day, this very moment. Think positively today and repel those negative thoughts. That's the prism. So your mind is the prism. Try not to judge yourself or others. This may be harder than you think. What is actually happening is that you are changing your energy. So let me tell you, some of you, this could be getting tough. You could start to feel like everything and everyone is against you, or you feel like you're doing it wrong because it's so tough, but you're not doing it wrong. It's tough because it's happening now. We're still pulling through, or we're still kind of like powering through the mud of survival mode. Some of you are getting a lot of synchronistic types of podcasts jumping out of you. People that are having the courage to give their testimony on their flaws, on what they thought was success. So pay attention to people that are coming forward at this time to say, hey, I did that game. I bought that game that was sold to me, that okie dokie. And this is what happened to me. This is what I learned. You're not there to judge them. You're not there to say, oh, they're going to fall back sooner or later. Oh, they're going to trip up again. You're not there to do that. You are there to see the courage and witness a change. My twin flamers, I love you guys. I am a divine feminine keeper. That means I have guidance that comes to me about what to release for my divine feminines, because I'm very aware that we do have very karmic key agents. We do have imposter here that are trying to impersonate the divine feminine prince. You cannot do that if it's not your print or not your time. And if you're out here working, binding spells on a divine masculine, a divine feminine that you know the answer is no, that's not for you. What about your true divine counterpart? Where are they at? Look at the things that you're doing to push that out of alignment from you. So if you're a karmic that do not kind of wedge shit, and when I say wedge shit, it makes you look disrespectful, like a problem. It's time for you to reconsider the tools, the ritual, the practices you're doing when it comes to what and who you think belongs to you. I also get that you guys are filtering a lot of black and white concepts and you're birthing out. This is for my guys. How you embrace the feminine, the divine feminine energy or print or frame of mind is by grace and joy. Joy is a very, very powerful motivator. Big up to all my joys in the house. And you're moving through with grace. You're not forcing, you're not rushing, you're not being brute, but with grace, you're flowing with it. You're open to it. So for my guys, you're filtering in a lot of black and white paradigms, a game, a hokey dokey game that was sold to you to break you down, to keep you small. And you're passing it through your intuitive nudges. You're checking with your intuitive nudges. That's beautiful. And it's coming out in rays of different colors because your chakra is awakening now. Those energy wheels that stem from your spine go up. All those wheels, those energy wheels, that's your true crystals, my loves. It's activated. It's blinging. It's vibrating here. So what does your guardians as a twin flame collective as one? What is a teachable moment here that's acting as an amplifier? Because crystals are amplifiers, right? So what's amplifying, or what power exchange is happening for my twin flame dynamic? I'm trying to look around for a deck. So we're going to go with, oh, dang. My deck is on the other side of the room. And I don't want to. Okay, let's work. I'm hearing work with what you have. Work with what you have. You could pull it off. You could pull it off, Hourglass. Work with what you have. Okay, so let's see. What teachable moment is happening here for my twin flamers, for my lovers, that's acting as an amplifier for power exchange or a merge? What's going on here? Clear, simple, obvious answers. Something about don't let your problems get you down. That is some old reggae going on. And you know what? Lovers reggae or lovers rock has the frequency of lovers as well. Oh my goodness. I'm going to fall out my chair. I'm going to fall out my chair. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. What energy or what teachable moment is happening to amplify? What power exchange is happening in the twin flame dynamic? Divine conscientiousness. This is spirit. This is divine source. This is the light that's going through your third eye, your pineal gland, your higher mind. And it's filtering through you. So a lot of past life memories, Akashic records may be activated right now. If you're not sure what the Akashic records is, ooh, you got a lot of soul work to do, a lot of soul homework. Get on it. Some of you are facing all your lower chakras right now, and that's challenging your basic needs. The survival mode, that programming is being filtered out. Things that was causing depression, laziness, unworthiness. Oh my goodness. It's being unearthed. Oh, this is being unearthed out of your core. I'm hearing deep within our collective unconscientiousness. Ooh, I'm getting goosebumps. So if you're facing limiting beliefs, the most high, divine source, divine energy, you feel it permeating in you at the darkest hour. Not in your highest light. Nope. In the darkest hour. When you're in your cocoon. When you're in your bed. When you're under the soil as a seed. You feel that energy permeating within you. Some of you, this is inherited through your ancestors, through your DNA. Something is being unlocked. Some of you may be feeling descending energy or symptoms, hearing tones or ringing in the air, being called towards shamanism or hoodoo. Oh my goodness. A lot of like energy of the body or in the hands. Something about the hands. Hand gestures, hand chakras. Rub your hands. Feel that energy, feel that heat, feel that friction. Activate your hand chakras. Woo! Oneness. The twin flame community is coming. It's merging. Everybody's light is attracting another light. Keep your candle lit. Keep your candle in the window. Some of you may have ancestors that was part of helping survivors, taking their assets and helping others that was less fortunate. We have alchemist energy, transmutation, filtering, trusting the intuitive nudges. Oh, some of you answered the call. You're on the third level is what I heard, or the third part of your journey. I don't know what I'm getting. Lord of the Rings, Middle Earth. Maybe because I saw the high road and then I thought of Middle Earth. I can't remember which movie. Don't kill me. But it's when Gandalf and them was walking on the mountains, and he asks Frodo, which path do we take? Should we take the high mountains, which Gandalf wanted to take, or should we take the road or the path that leads to the elves? Not the elves, the dwarfs. And Frodo chose the dwarf. And, I think Gandalf, he didn't like that idea, but he went with it because Frodo is the ring bearer. He was the only one that could have the power or the innocence to fight off the temptation of the One Ring, right? So when they were getting at that door, I have no idea why this story came into play, but when they got to the door to enter the mountain of the dwarfs, there was a portal or a door of stone. And to enter, you must speak friend. Speak the dwarf or the elven name of friend. I don't want to repeat it. But those of you that know that movie. So it's like we're at the door and we have to speak this language, the language of the soul, intuition. Why are you not listening to the language of your soul? Let's find out. We have faith. Oh, so we have a lot of, this is like crown chakra vibes. So the crown chakra is expanding. You guys are getting, or you're birthing new concepts here. And they're very strong. Some of them are tied into religion, certain religious or spiritual practices here. And again, you just saw me did one with the meditation and prayer. It brings or stimulates support, hope, miracles. Spirituality is the knowing of your spirit care. And it's different. It varies for each and every one of us because our hope and faiths are different. Thank you. Is that cinnamon? Cinnamon and raisins? Thank you. I got a breakfast delivery. All right. So again, with the hands. The hands. I surrender. Put your hands up. Open. Be open for blessings. My hands are open. You know that meme that says when your ancestors say your blessings come and you're like, we. Or the government with the taxes, we're part of my money. When I gonna get my money, right? So anything I was gonna say something, but I changed my mind there. So respect. And we also have this water cooler. So if you're spending too much time standing up at work and you notice you're being pulled into a lot of gossip, again, you have that little nudge that tell you, hey, it's time to get back at that money. It's time to get back to that duty. Go wipe some windows. Keep your workstation or your area clean. And if they want to josh on you, if they want to come down on you, you doing too much. This is not your business, but it's training you. You are the leader here. That's why you're being pulled to do something else. And if we're going into this Leo season, the lioness, the Leo energy, the lion, the lioness, the inner roar. Again, that's masculine energy when the naysayers have something to say or ridicule you about, but you still walk on because you know your mission. You feel that divine energy. You don't need to explain shit to nobody. I have nothing to prove to anybody. All right, so that may be some guidance. Again, I wanted to see what is the power, what's amplified here for some sort of power exchange or merge with the twin flame dynamic. The teachable moment came through with your hope and your faith, and this is within yourself, the spirit care within yourself. Yes, we go to pastors, we go to shamanic practitioners and whoever, but again, they're just part of the whole scheme, the bigger picture of you doing the work. Some of you need to see. I'm hearing that it's like a clearer seeing. Let me see if I have notes on that. I do have notes on that. Of course. So vision. Intuition about the future is superb. I wrote this one. This was written a couple days ago. You guys need to date your stuff. Don't forget to date anything that you're recording or logging. Record your growth at all times. I think I wrote this on the 17th of July, right here. Some of your leaders, intuition about the future is superb. Vision of what one might become. So some of you, you see a little bit, you know, you don't see everything, or you don't get it all right. You don't get the clues all right, but the visions are real. So when there's no hope, you feel defeated. Evil, darkness, your own demons, your soul feel damned when there's no hope. So it's time to muster up that moral. Refuse the one ring. See, I keep going back to Lord of the Rings. Maybe that movie, the bottom line, the moral of the story could help you with your story, hey? Okay, so bust down the tarot. Let's bust down the tarot. Oh, I'm out of time, you guys. Oh, and I forgot my fortune cookie bowl. You guys, pause. No way, we're not going out that way. Pause. Unpause. I'm back and I'm better. So my fortune cookie bowl, we're just gonna get one or two or a few here. Okay, so we're gonna put back these two. Next time. All right, fortune cookie message reads, we have the letter J. J for joy. Oh, Jacob, James, Giovanni, Jelani, Jim. All right, so we have talent knows what to do. Tact knows when and how to do it. So again, following those nudges, man. And putting your talents to use. Forget what people say. If they're not clapping for you, but your rewards are there, why would you need somebody to constantly clap or praise you when your rewards are there? It says, when things go wrong, don't go with them. Oh, teabag wisdom too. If you truly love nature, you will find beauty everywhere. We have Vince Van Gogh. I don't know how to pronounce that. My bad. We have V and J's G. All right, numbers 13, 50, 26, 42, 18, 36. 51, 6, 22, 36, 46, 43. Numbers 43, 43, or 34. 34 may be very, very significant here. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Or 48, we have people going into early or late 40s. Things are getting real, or this is when you're meeting your twin flame, or this is when you're understanding the dynamic, the ascension process, the true key here, that it's a journey to return to one's self, the highest expression of the Most High, not what man wants you to be. So like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell. Jump down in the comment box below. Big up on yourself if you're on the twin flame journey. If you have that lover's energy and you're coming to let it shine. Care Bear shine. That remind me here of that picture too as well. Care Bears shine. Ooh, what is your favorite Care Bear? Jump down in the comment box below and let me know what is your favorite Care Bear. I think mine's one was Braveheart. I love Bravehearts, and Bravehearts is associated to the lion heart. And we do have lion hearts in the energy, lioness hearts as well. Again, you could always alchemize. You could always transmutate that energy of what you're going through. You have the power, the ability. You know what I'm saying? Respect yourself so others could respect you. My loves, check out the description box below on how you could give back to this channel. Again, you made it all possible with candles, themes, more decks, literature, and ongoing education in tarot and oracles for me. Because I need it. Yeah, I need it. I need the credentials. All right. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Chat to you guys later. Ciao.